To her, the changing world is but a canvas to master, and the unknown is merely a matter of time. But there lies a question even she, with all her intellect, cannot solve. The emanator of erudition, number 83 of the Genius Society, solver of the solitary waves theory, founder of the simulated universe, and master of the Herta space station. The ultimate mystery lies in how one person could embody such monumental accomplishments and what kind of extraordinary beauty could render even these accomplishments pale in comparison. Today on Keeping Up with Star Rail, we uncover the brilliance of the remarkable Madam Herta!
What? Render even these accomplishments pale in comparison? You're talking about the emanator of erudition here, a woman of unmatched intellect. Nothing can outshine her brilliance. Why the sudden toxicity? Do you have a need to prove something? Just admit it. If she didn't expect the principle of first come, first served thing, the great Madam Herta would have become an emanator of beauty long ago, with beauty as dazzling as her talent. Wait, there are 2 more versions of me just as cute? Am I in heaven?
It's just a figure of speech. My bad. This program is sponsored by the illustrious Madam Herta. Our thanks also go to the automatic compliment puppet she provided, ensuring we capture the full scope of her genius and beauty.
Beauty coming after genius? That's unacceptable. Redo that line. I like it just the way it is. Don't touch it. Wow, these 2 versions of me are so bad-tempered, so irresistibly captivating.
Somebody save me! All right, let's dive right into the main topic. The Herta is an ice character following the path of erudition, a peerless genius with breathtaking beauty who specializes in using magic to unleash massive attacks. Magic? Isn't she a scientist?
What's so strange about that? Magic is simply science yet to be discovered, and the pinnacle of science is magic. Thus, the great scientist Madam Herta is without a doubt also a magician. Oh, it's Magic Girl Herta! I'm done for.
Now I understand. What an ingenious concept. Madam Herta never ceases to amaze. With her basic attack, the Herta wields magic with effortless elegance, dealing ice damage to one designated enemy. With her skill, the Herta deals ice damage to one enemy, then deals damage again to those hit by this use of the skill and their adjacent targets. This effect can spread 1 extra time.
You should be overwhelmed with gratitude. Having a true genius open the gates of knowledge for you is a rare opportunity. And to be graced with even a single glance from the beautiful Madam Herta? That's a once-in-a-lifetime chance. Madam Herta, I beg you, use that skill on me.
Few living souls would make such a demand. Oh, you're just a puppet. Forget I said anything. Using her ultimate, the Herta's attack is increased for several turns, and she deals ice damage to all enemies. Once it ends, the Herta takes action again and gains 1 stack of inspiration. While possessing inspiration, the Herta wants you to hear her out. She plans to upgrade her skill. Consuming 1 stack, the Herta unleashes her enhanced skill, dealing more damage on top of her skill's damage. A genius's talent stands out, often an essay length. When an enemy enters battle or becomes the primary target of the Herta's skill or enhanced skill, they are afflicted with interpretation. At the start of each wave, she applies multiple interpretation stacks on 1 random target, prioritizing elite or rare enemies. Based on the number of interpretation stacks on the primary target, the Herta's enhanced skill does higher damage to both the primary target and other enemies. If there are at least 2 erudition characters in the team, the damage multiplier of the enhanced skill is increased further.
Intelligent people naturally get twice the results with half the effort.
When an enemy leaves the field or is defeated, interpretation is transferred to another target, prioritizing elite or rare enemies. After unlocking the trace Aloofly Honest, ally attacks apply 1 interpretation stack to every enemy hit. Additionally, each target hit in an attack restores a fixed amount of energy to the Herta. If the target has full interpretation stacks when she uses her enhanced skill, she'll do more damage until the skill ends. After unlocking the trace Message from Beyond the Veil, if there are at least 2 characters following the path of erudition in the team when entering battle, the entire team's crit damage is increased. Furthermore, the effects of the trace Aloofly Honest are enhanced, adding a guaranteed minimum target count for targets hit per attack, enabling the Herta to regenerate energy faster. The target with the highest number of interpretation stacks will receive additional interpretation when attacked by an ally. If the target is attacked by a character following the path of erudition, they will receive additional interpretation. So this is the question. Targeting her enhanced skill on the enemy with the most interpretation stacks optimizes its single target and AoE damage potential. But if the enemy with the highest interpretation stacks is a small fry, wouldn't you be wasting all that ammunition?
In response, the kind and beautiful Madam Herta offers a solution only a genius could think up.
Ah, that's right. The Herta's ultimate rearranges interpretation stacks among all enemies, ensuring higher stacks are directed toward elite or rare targets. This ensures the enhanced skill can be used to its full potential. Using her technique, the Herta's attack is increased at the start of the next battle for a set number of turns. If basic treasures are in the current area, using the technique highlights the locations of a certain amount of them.
Herta's map, at your service for navigation.
Additionally, after using the technique to enter battle in the simulated universe or divergent universe, the Herta deals true damage to all enemies based on a percentage of their max HP at the start of each wave.
The great Madam Herta's got your back, so what's the holdup? Go on, come test.
To sum it up, the Herta excels at handling crowded battlefields with an elite commander, with her enhanced skill at the heart of her offensive strategy. Working alongside teammates skilled at AoEs applies more interpretation on the enemies. By eliminating minions or using her ultimate, the Herta can quickly stack interpretation on formidable foes, increasing the damage her enhanced skill deals to them and others. Alright, let's dive into a real battle and experience the magic firsthand. In this battle, Madam Herta is teaming up with lead researcher Asta and one of her puppets.
Special conditions detected. Activating remote puppet automatic praise mode. Madam Herta is a peerless gem. Madam Herta is an unrivaled genius. Madam Herta is an inimitable beauty.
Thanks to her talent, the enemies enter combat with multiple stacks of interpretation. The puppet takes action first, leveraging the Herta's trace to deliver a crushing blow that reapplies interpretation to all enemies. As this hit is from a character following the path of erudition, enemies obtain more stacks of interpretation. Next, the Herta and Asta step in, using their skills to deal damage and apply more interpretation stacks. Thanks to Herta's trace, Asta's attack also regenerates energy for the Herta. Now, following the ultimate, let's join Madam Herta in analyzing whether anyone can withstand this earth-shattering blow. Obviously they can't. Alright then, that's a wrap.
Such a rush to clock out? You've barely scratched the surface of even 1,000th of Madam Herta's talent and accomplishments. Trying to capture Madam Herta's beauty in under 10 minutes? Aren't you ashamed of yourself?
No.
You can't clock out. I haven't finished singing Madam Herta's praises.
I'm not rushing to clock out, but the production team sets a hard runtime. If I could work under the great Madam Herta, forget about clocking out. I'd work for free.
Ba-bing.
What's happening?
Keyword detected. Initiating workflow.
Huh?
Madam Herta has just granted her approval. Show some gratitude.
Huh?
The personnel contract amendment is now in effect. As of this moment, you are officially an outsourced employee under Madam Herta.
What?
We don't care if you're happy, but here's to a happy partnership.
Such lovely weather we're having. You! Why are you here, sir?